With Hashem's loving grace, this is Lazer Brody from the Chut Shel Chesed Yeshiva in the Holy City of Yerushalayim with another one of our many lessons in this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion is Vayigash. We have a very profound and moving moment in this week's Torah portion where Joseph comes to a realization. He comes to a realization of deep Emuna. Now we know that Yosef the Tzaddik, the Joseph the Tzaddik, we know he had strong Emuna because we learn in Miketz when he was thrown into jail. And he was incarcerated in jail. And why did he become in charge of the other prisoners? And the minister of the jail, he took Yosef as his right-hand man, even though Yosef was a prisoner. Because Yosef was all the time happy, in a good mood, and everything was fine. Hashem, you want me to be in jail? I'll be in jail. I don't understand why. And what Joseph says to his fellow prisoners, he says, I don't know why you got thrown in jail. But I didn't do anything wrong. They threw me here. Yosef understands, he's got Emuna. He doesn't need to have understanding in jail, but he was there happy. He had the Emuna that everything was from Hashem. He had the Emuna that everything was for the good. But Yosef did not yet have the deep Emuna that everything was for a purpose. He believed in it, but he didn't know it. Now we come to this week's Parsha, and after he reveals himself to the brothers, and he says, Ve'ata lo atem shalachtem oti hena ki elokim. He says, and now, you didn't send me here, but Hashem did. What's Yosef, some host on a TV show? And now, we present, what's and now? The Torah doesn't waste a single word. What's Yosef says, and now, you didn't send me here, but Hashem did. Yosef's telling the brothers, you didn't send me here, but Hashem did. What's Yosef mean when he says, ve'ata, and now? Now Yosef finally understands the whole pieces of the puzzle. And this is a 13-year-long puzzle, where he got sold into slavery and spent time in prison and was supposed to come out and went back in for another 2 years and finally went out miraculously and he would solve Paro's dream and became the viceroy of all of Egypt, second in command. And now his brothers are down here and realize that there's a famine in Canaan and land of Israel. And now he's in a situation where he can feed his father and feed his brothers and take care of them. And he doesn't even realize yet that he's down there as a preparation for Am Yisrael, so Am Yisrael will become a nation and receive Torah. This long-term thing. He's the only thing now. But now he realizes, wait a second. If I wasn't sold into slavery, and if I didn't come to Egypt, and if I didn't come to Viceroy, then who would be feeding my family now? This is it. Now he realizes that everything is for the best. That's why he says, and now, Ve'ata. The token goes down in his brain. He understands. It registers in his brain. You guys didn't send me here. Hashem sent me here. You think you sold me into slavery. You didn't sell me into slavery. Hashem did it. And he's saying, don't have a guilty conscience because it wasn't you, it was somebody else. But I have to be here. This was Yosef at Tzaddik. He attained a new level of Emuna, a new realization. And this is something that we all need to do. We all know the three principles of Emuna. We have to review them all the time. The first principle of Emuna, that everything comes from Hashem. The second, it's all for the best. And the third, that it's all for a purpose. Even something the most apparently difficult, painful tribulation and challenge in our life, it is all for our own good or ultimate good. But you don't get up in the middle of the game when the team's losing, when your home team's losing. You wait till the end of the game. Don't get up in the middle of the game. Don't fall into depression now because your life is difficult. You don't yet know what the challenge is. The challenge is all for the best. You can't see. Hashem, there's a challenge in Parnosa. Hashem, there's a challenge in family. Hashem, I do this. If I don't make Aliyah, I'm going to have this difficulty. If I do make Aliyah, I'm going to have this difficulty. Hashem is giving all these challenges for the very best to deal with them. And you will see at the end, how all those challenges were the best. And you couldn't have been yourself if you didn't have those challenges. This is what makes you great. And it's what Yosef Tzaddik realizes, that this is his greatness is because of difficulties in life. Not only his own personal greatness, but it's what we all deserve. If we can withstand any single test of faith, it's in great part credit to Yosef Tzaddik that he paved the way for us. Baruch Hashem, we shall be strong in our Emuna. Have a wonderful Shabbat. We should see very, very soon Mashiach Tzidkenu, our rebuilt Holy Temple, right here in Yerushalayim. Spina Days. Amen.